Good evening. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody has had an absolutely delicious and delightful weekend. And you're closing it off with some love. Some love, love, love. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Ingrid Turner. I am a spiritual medium. That is what I call myself. What that means for me is I use the modalities of psychic and mediumship to express the divine. So I want to talk about the Bhava spiritual mission. And if you've been following me around on Facebook, then you know I've been dropping little breadcrumbs about it, about the Bhava spiritual mission. And I've been having a lot of fun with that. And I've been working very hard on the other side, on the back end, getting it all set up. So today's a really special day. And I just want to talk a little bit about the significance of talking about this. I'd talk about this today in particular. So first of all, it's October 8th, which is 10-8, 108. It's the spiritual number. So that feels really big in of itself. But it's also the day 21 years ago today, my dad passed away. And so that's sad. But the beautiful part is 20 years later, no, it's 18 years later, he woke me up. I had my own death and my own rebirth. And his spirit, his soul, was a big part of that, busting into me and tearing me open and bringing me to the life where I am now. I used to do marketing and technology and live out in the world and be corporate and, hard driving, and everything changed that night when he showed up and came in through my crown and whoom, busted me open. And it's led to, here we are today. Here we are today. Bhava spiritual mission. Let's talk a little bit about that. It's a church. I have started a church. Do you know, it's really scarily easy to start a church in the state of California. It's really easy. So that's what I did. I started a church. It's about helping, in a nutshell, the Bhava spiritual mission is on a mission to help you connect directly with the infinite. Yes, we have channels. I'm a channel. I have a few other channels who are on board with this mission as well that I'll talk to you about, that I'll tell you about a little bit later. But we're not here to be your connection to the divine. We're here to channel for you and help you get hooked up directly. That's what we're all about. Spiritual mediumship is about bringing through spirit. It's not about being the one who can get you hooked up with the divine, the one who can talk to God for you. We want you talking to God all by yourself. And we use many terms interchangeably: God, spirit, universe, creation, universal source, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's all the same glorious stuff to us. And we're here to hook you up with the infinite. All right, so our core beliefs are we really believe in the modalities of psychic and mediumship and our intuition as avenues to connect with the divine. We all have these gifts in various forms and various ways that we connect, and it's all about revealing to you what your gift is and how that shows up for you. We believe that everybody can connect, and we're here to help you connect. And the thing about the Bhava spiritual mission, which I think is really important, two things: it embraces the dogma of no dogma. The truth is, if you've had any strong connection or moderate connection with the divine source, what all of this is, you know the creation is big enough for all of it. Dogma is just the form that we put our faith in to try and keep hold of it, to try and understand it. But creation is big enough for all of it. So we're always expanding and evolving. I expect 10 years from now, the message is going to be far more expanded than the message that we're delivering to you today. And that's okay. It's about meeting everybody where we're at. You take what resonates with you and you hold on to that and you work with that. And whatever doesn't, you get to let the rest go, because it's your journey. You are human, you are divine, and it all is true. And if it's true for you right now, it's because that's what it needs to be for you right now. And you will expand and grow. And we are here to help you, to help that happen for you. All right. So why the hell did I start a church? It's a funny story. I want to tell you about my visit from Mons, my guide, who, if you're watching and following me around, you probably know, you're familiar with Mons. I channel him weekly. He comes through and gives us messages, and I'm always posting stuff that he gives to me. So he's wonderful. He's my spirit guide. He is the divine form which I connect with right now and I channel. And that could change, and that's okay. But right now, this is who he is. And he showed up 6 months ago and he said, Ingrid, you need to start a church. And I said, absolutely not. I am not going to start a church. It is not going to happen. And he said, okay. I was like, that's right, free will. I'm not starting a church. And the reason for this is I'd been on the outskirts of several churches that were getting started and getting formed. And the political backstabbing and the ickiness that went into that was so off-putting for me. The idea of having anything to do with a church was really triggering for me. And I bet that's true for a lot of you watching now. Church? Nope, that's okay. We've had, those of us who are connecting to the divine and wanting to connect directly, those kind of boxes are really hard for us. So he said, okay, and he went away. He came back a couple months later. He said, Ingrid, you need to start a church. And it was the most clear directive I had received to him up to that date. And I said, no, Mons, I'm not starting a church. Everything about that feels wrong. And he said, no, Ingrid, you need to start a church because you're going to teach people how to do what you do. And you're going to ordain them as ministers. And it's so that they're protected and so that you're protected. And I said, oh, why don't you get on board with that? I could do that. So I started looking into churches, church structures, started going to church. Yeah, I have no experience with churches. I was brought up a good pagan girl. We didn't go to church. That was like, Jesus was kind of a taboo name in our household. So I started looking at it and I thought, wow, it's really easy to start a church. Okay, so we're going to move forward. And it was all about training people and ordaining people. And then it started to flower and blossom and grow from there. And I felt very drawn to give services, to do channelings, to really sort of make this a structure that people can show up for. And within this structure, build their own spiritual structure. That's what I've always been around. It's like, find your own spiritual structure. Let me throw some tools at you. Let me give you what Spirit is giving me for you. And then you take it and you launch off of that and you build it. And this is just a continuation of the work that I've been doing. So that's why I started the church. But Bhava, how do I get the name? Bhava, B-H-A-V-A, is Sanskrit for love without object, love with no object. It's just the feeling of love without needing to put it on anything. Because when we put our love on something, it immediately encapsulates it. It immediately holds it because it gives it a form. It gives it a box. We do the same thing with our faith, which is with dogma, which I was just talking about. Same thing with love. So it's love without form. So, and I got this because I was just sitting on my deck in the sunshine, doodling along, and all of a sudden I was just overcome with this feeling of love and joy and bliss, and I was just really blissed out, and it was really cool. And some Googling later, just sort of following the breadcrumbs, I came upon the name Bhava, B-H-A-V-A, and when I saw that it meant love without object, I immediately hearkened back to how I felt that day when I just flowered open with this joy and love, which, God, I wish I could hang on to, but too busy living the human experience for that. I knew that was the name. That was the name of my church. And I chose the word mission instead of church because church it's got a lot hanging off of it. And I love the word mission because we are on a mission. So what the heck are we doing with this mission? All right, so I talked a little bit about training people, teaching people how to connect, not teaching them how to, more like helping them reveal to themselves. And it's not just about teaching you spiritual mediumship. It's about teaching you, ethics, showing you ethics, giving you ideas of what's sort of appropriate and not appropriate, how to keep this a spiritual work. You can be a psychic and a medium and not be spiritual. The two are not, they don't always go hand in hand. So, and it's also about, I was also given the directive to really show people how to make a successful business out of this, how to do the business side of it, how to promote it, how to create a lifestyle around living in partnership with Spirit, and then ordain those people as ministers so they are legally protected, because we're not counselors, we're not therapists, we don't have that unless we have that ordination. That is something that will protect us. So it's about, if you feel really called to help people in this way, to connect with the divine, learn how to do that more effectively yourself and really up-level those gifts, then this is for you. If you feel called to help other people connect to the divine, to tune in for them and come back to focus. Really helping people tune in and get them hooked up directly with the infinite and build your own communities and do this as a lifestyle. So you don't have to work a 9-to-5 job. You can build this as your own business and create your own communities out there. And you do that through the Bhava ministry. All right. So if that's of interest to you, I posted the link to the webpage with more information about the Bhava Spiritual Mission. Follow that. There's a mailing list you can sign up for. This is going to be launched in the early part of 2018. I've got all the modules sorted out. I just got to get everything, in place and rolling. And then we're going to start our school. Okay. We're going to start our ministry school. And then services. So I was going, this is primarily an online endeavor. I will also have opportunity for people to show up physically and connect with the service that way, but we're going to be filming it. My goal, my dream is to do live stream across multiple platforms and go, but technology isn't quite up to snuff with that yet to make it really easy and cost effective. So I have a wonderful gentleman who is coming on to both do the music and to help me with the media portion of it. We're going to do three services starting in December to January and to February. They'll be filmed, they'll be uploaded to the Bhava Facebook page, YouTube, website, and what have you. Speaking of which, the Bhava Facebook page is linked in the description here. Please go like that right away. If you're drawn to this, like it, because I'm going to be really posting some good stuff and helping you to understand more and more what this is all about and how you can participate if you want to. And you're welcome to participate at any level you want. Show up and soak it in and then feel the services and the Monsisms that I'll be putting out there, and our ordained ministers coming in and pitching in as well. Or you can get deeper into it. You can become a contributor. You can even become a member. And those details are to come. I'll be sharing those as time goes by. You can also sign up for the general newsletter on that webpage, the Bhava Spiritual Mission website as well. So I'm excited. And that's what we have right now and more to come. And I would love to encourage you to ask any questions that you have. I'm live here, so I'm going to take a minute and just look and see what people have commented. If anybody's commented any questions, and I will answer your questions for you. All right. Okay. Scrolling up. Jessica, I love you. Let's me scroll up so far. What are you doing? Yay. Hi, Jess. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Nancy. Love it. Hi, Grant. What's going on? Glad I could make it a live broadcast. Nice to have you, Grant. Hello. Okay. Looks like we don't have any questions, but go ahead, and if you're watching this later, feel free to comment. Leave a comment, ask questions, send me a private message, whatever it is you want to do. I'm so freaking happy you were here today. Thank you for joining me on your Sunday evening and spending this little bit of time with me. And again, follow the links, follow us. If this resonates with you, I want you. Come. There's no commitment. Just show up and see what it's all about. And one thing I was going to say before I sign off, I want to tell you about our board of directors and our Bhava ministers. And I have asked 3 amazing spiritual mediums in their own right to sign on and be a part of the Bhava Spiritual Mission right away, because they are a shining example of what we wish to achieve through our ministry school. So our board of directors includes Lou Martin, who is a channel himself, very gifted channel. He's hails from Ireland, and he's on the board of directors helping us steer this ship. We also have Carrie Marquez, who's an incredible intuitive in her own right and very savvy on the business end and the marketing and promotion end. And she's on our board, and we just had our first meeting on Friday, and it was magical and wonderful, and I'm just so happy. Our Bhava ministers, we have 3 Bhava ministers. One of them the first is Lou Martin, who is also on the board of directors. He's a minister because when you go to his website, loumartin.eu, he's, again, shining example. If you're interested in the Bhava ministry, go to his website, go to my website, ingridhturner.com, or any of the Bhava ministers' website, and you can see the caliber where we're going to get you to. Okay. The second is Ms. Amanda Richards. She's My Mystic Link on Facebook, and her website is mymysticlink.com. mymysticlink.com. Just an incredible channel and medium and mystical creature herself. She's absolutely lovely. And the third, last but not least, is Yale Bowman. Yale is at Relevant Readings on Facebook. So this relevant, like this is relevant to me, and readings. And his website is relevantreadings.com. So there's our peeps. And if you want to be on board, oh my gosh, please come. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Much love to you. You have a wonderful evening.